Hey guys, today I am so excited. We are trying a new brand to me called JUDYDOLL. Thank you so much to JUDYDOLL for sending me these products. This is the look that I came up with. Let's get started. Let's first just go down with this color here just to set a base down. It's not a lot of kickback in the pan. And this is just like a pretty tan shade with a little hint of peachiness to it. I don't even think I said what palette this is. I just jumped right into it, huh? This is the JUDYDOLL Play Color all-in-one palette for your full face. It's supposed to be an eyeshadow quad here, and then you have like I think this is supposed to be the blush, highlighter, and then a bronzer. I'm gonna just use it for eyeshadow, to be honest. I don't ever see myself dipping into this for a bronzer or this for a blush. I mean, maybe we'll see what we get into later, but for right now, this is an eyeshadow palette to me. Now I want to take this peachier shade. That's such a pretty shade. We're kind of losing that other shade, but we're just playing around here. And these are really pigmented. I thought they were going to be more of like a wash of color, but no, you're getting your pigment. Definitely buildable though, so that's nice. You're not getting like too much pigment right off the bat. This is what the pan is looking like. There is no kickback at all. I haven't blown anything off, and I dipped into the peach shade quite a lot just to build it up. Not that you necessarily have to, but I say it in every video. I'm a dipper. I'm constantly just going back into the palette. I'm going to save this brown for the under eye. I'm liking the peachiness that we have on the top lid, so I don't want to change anything up. I think that's where I went wrong when I did the look the first time. I just added too much brown. Let's play with this shimmer here. This shimmer surprised me because when you go in with a brush, you kind of just pick up all of the glitter particles. You don't really get much of a base shade, as you'll see here. Like, you still have that golden tone, but it's definitely soft, almost like an eyeshadow topper. But then when you go in with your finger, you're gonna get more of that gold shade underneath as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of just liking this topper look, but I do want to show you guys with a finger as well. See, with a brush, you could really just get that topper. Nothing too intense, just a little sparkle to your look. But if you want to intensify it, just go in with your finger. And with your finger, this is where you're going to pick up more of that pigment underneath. So pretty. I'm going to try to just keep it in the middle here. Not go overboard like I always do. I'm really loving how versatile this palette is. You can be soft with it, you can build it up. Let's move on to eyeliner. This is the JUDYDOLL Slim Liquid Eyeliner in medium brown. Look at this tiny brush, you guys. Oh, and I do have a little bit of glitter fallout, but no big deal for me. You can also just take some tape and get that off if it bothers you, but not bad for it being as glittery and beautiful as it is. I'll do my other eye off camera. Hopefully I don't come back and the wings, you know, got so much bigger trying to make them match. Scrapping the eyeliner, I can't do eyeliner. It's nothing on the product. I have always just struggled with eyeliner. Now, I will say this was really nice to, since it is such a fine brush, this was really nice to line on top of my lashes and not have so much eyeliner when, you know, when you open your eyes, there wasn't so much eyeliner on my lid. If you want to get those fine details, this is a nice brush, but if you're gonna do a big wing, then no. If things look different, I took off all my eyeshadow and I just redid everything. Kind of went with more of like a halo eye, and I just did softer glitter instead of the more intense glitter. And as you can see, when I did take off that eyeshadow, even more went onto my face. So if you do not like any type of glitter on your face, just keep that in mind. We're still zoomed in because we have one more eye product to try. This is what intrigued me the most. This is their iron mascara, and I'm pretty sure this is what made them go viral. Instead of a brush, it's literally an iron tube, and you can see there's little fibers on there. I have already tried this and I have some thoughts, but let me just go ahead and get to applying for you guys. I did already curl my lashes, and I just want to disclose that I did do a lash lift kit about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I still have that on my lashes, but they are starting to droop. Now this mascara is supposed to help your lashes stay curled all day. I tried this yesterday and I fell asleep in my makeup, which I don't like to do normally, but you know, it happens. And I woke up and my lashes were still up. So far, so good on that claim. I'm getting a little more used to it now, but when I first tried it, it was really weird to just have nothing combing through your lashes. It just, I don't know, it just kind of slides on them. So if you're not careful, it gets a little messy. As you can see, I already got some on my eyelid. So that is with one coat. Now the second coat is a little bit easier, I feel, because now the wand has something to like grip onto since you have dried mascara on your lashes. The wand has more grip, if that makes sense. I'm just so used to a comb. I really like the feeling of something really combing through my lashes and separating. And I found the first time my lashes were starting to get a little too clumpy because there was nothing to comb through them, but they're not as clumpy today. So I wonder if it was just user error and I'm getting the hang of it. The way I'm applying it isn't me trying to like perfect it either. This is always how I apply my mascara. I like to comb through like every lash and try to separate them. So I'm not doing anything differently. This is with two coats. I'm definitely more impressed than I was the last time I tried it. The formula is wet and I did make a mess, which I rarely do with my mascara nowadays. So it's more of like a learning curve of how to get that wand through your lashes, because there is more of like a slip to your lashes. Again, you don't have that comb to really comb through them. So I don't like that aspect, but that's just user error of me getting it all over the place. Another thing too, washing it off is a nightmare. Not a nightmare. It did take a lot of extra work though. If you want a mascara that's gonna last, this is definitely one of them. They do sell a mascara remover and now I know why. That is it for the eye products. I'm gonna go ahead and do some foundation in my eyebrows because now we just have some face products, which I'm so excited for. Bronzer, highlighter, or not bronzer, contour, highlighter, and some blush. I'm excited for this contour palette. This was actually what I enjoyed the most. Perfect shades if you're fair like me. It does come with a mirror. I just don't want to blind you guys. I was actually really surprised at how much I enjoyed this. I used to contour all of the time. Like I didn't even know what bronzer was. I just strictly contoured. And now I kind of do the opposite where I'm always bronzing and barely contour anymore. They do tell you on the back what each thing is supposed to be for. Nose contour, cheek contour, cream highlight, matte highlighter. The pans are a little smaller than I thought they were gonna be, but it's okay. You're still able to get your brush in. And again, this is just the perfect shade if you're fair to light. It's not too gray. It's not looking like too deadly on my skin or purpley. Another thing with their formula is it's pigmented, but not right off the bat. Like they're very buildable, which is something that I need because I am very heavy-handed and I tend to go overboard very quickly. I'm still getting that pigment down, but it's not an overwhelmingly huge amount right off the bat. It does take a little longer to do. I don't know if it's just because I'm using this smaller brush or because of the formula, but I don't really mind it. I kind of go back into the palette a million times anyways. I don't have any muddiness. The blending is perfectly fine. This is what the pan is looking like. This is the shade I went into. Literally no kickback with how many times I dipped into it. Let's go into the nose contour, and the nose contour seems to be a little more pigmented. Look at that instant shadow. I really forgot how good contouring is. It looks like a typical powder highlight. I'm not really sure why it says cream. I mean, it does feel very like silky smooth, so maybe that's why they call it cream. I'm not really sure. Take some on my finger here. Not glittery at all. It's gonna be one of those that gives you the glow within. It does have like a pink shift to it, kind of. Yeah, I mean, that just made it a little more intense, but it's sitting beautifully on the skin. It's disrupting my makeup a little bit right there. So maybe it is a cream. I don't know. I'm very confused. We're gonna go into the brightening powder now. This isn't supposed to be a setting powder, so I don't know if I should set my makeup first. Yeah, let's just go into it. Oh yeah, you can definitely see on my nose. Yeah, super pigmented. I mean, you just saw what it did to my nose, but I don't feel like it's too white. It's just brightening. I am dry and I did go in with a matte foundation today. Probably not the best choice, but it's okay. So it is just like clinging a little bit. Oh my God, this nose contour though. It definitely stays where you put it. It's not a powder that you can put on and then expect to brush away. Like, no, it's gonna stay where you put it for sure. I tried to fix my nose contour just a little bit, but that brightening powder, where you place it is where it's gonna stay. It's disrupting my nose makeup just a little bit, like where my foundation and everything was, because I was trying to brush it off. There's no brushing it off. I'm ready to add some color to my face. Let's go in with the blush palette. This is the JUDYDOLL Blush and Highlight Palette in 02. The same thing on the back, it's going to tell you what each product is for. Cream blush here, and then your 2 blushes here, and then the highlight here. Just going in with a sponge. I shouldn't have any powder really right here. Oh, okay. Sponge is not the way to go. Honestly, I'm never really a fan of cream blushes. They just tend to make me look greasy, or they pick up my makeup underneath. I don't like them. I prefer a liquid. I do like the shade of this though. Yeah, it's doing that same thing. It's picking up underneath. Let's just go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Oh yeah. You guys see where it's taking off? It's also not like overly pigmented. Definitely buildable. You guys can see my foundation is coming off, and again where that highlight powder took my foundation off. Might just not be the right foundation to use with these products as well. It is a matte foundation and I have dry skin already, so I'm sure all these powder products isn't helping my skin. Usually I go in with a bunch of liquid products. I want to go in with this shade first, the more intense pink. Not powdery again. I'm going to take the lighter blush now, and what I did last time was kind of use this to further blend the blush into my under eye. And it really gave me like that soft pink under eye, kind of. Just blended everything together really well so it didn't look so harsh. You really have to dig into these palettes to get that payoff. Chinese beauty is supposed to be more soft look, so I can understand why you're not going to get a ton of pigment right off the bat. I like how that diffused the blush a little bit more. Just going to mix the two. I'm going to put some on my nose here. I do like the powder blush. The cream blush just kind of ruined its chance to really shine because the cream blush removed like all this makeup here. And so I feel like the powder blush is looking pretty splotchy. Like I lost all my coverage here and now my pigmentation is coming through. I feel like I just look very splotchy now. So that's a bummer. But to be honest, I probably won't be using the cream blush again. I just typically stay away from cream blush anyways. I'm not going to go in with any bronzer just because I want to strictly only use JUDYDOLL on my face. So I'm just taking some blush to get some color up there. I'm going to take some setting spray, see if that helps kind of melt everything together. I feel more alive now. It's crazy what just a blush can do. Definitely thought I was filming. I'm going back into the contour palette, grabbing that weird cream powder highlighter. I put some on my nose and I did this cheek already. Just trying to cover up all that missing makeup, to be honest. We are zoomed in so you guys can get a closer look. Don't get me wrong, my makeup isn't looking terrible. It's actually crazy to me how much the setting spray seemed to help it not look so broken up or like cakey. And the highlight kind of covered up where my nose makeup came off. It's not looking terrible, like I said. Could definitely be worse, but we have 4 more products, so we're moving on. I did do the iron mascara on my bottom lashes as well and threw a nude eyeliner in my waterline. Everything I use that isn't JUDYDOLL, I'll have linked in the description box as well if you're interested. Next, we have a highlighter. This is the JUDYDOLL highlighting powder in 05. Do you guys see the glitter particles in there. And do you see how icy white it is? Now, let me tell you, since I've already played with this, this is not a highlighter. This is literally just an iridescent glitter. I will never use this as highlight. This will be an eyeshadow topper for me. Do a little swatch. Oh, I didn't mean to put it right over that brown shadow. But I mean, that kind of helps show you that it is a topper. Let's just add a little more sparkle to our eyes. Why not? Honestly, I have been looking for a product like this. Sometimes, you know, I just want to throw an eyeshadow on and then a little bit of sparkle. And that is perfect for it. Yeah, if you're wanting that sparkle, here you go. And it's gonna last you forever. Now I can't be stopped. Whole face, just glitter. We have 3 more products. 2 are the same, so technically 2 more products, but I'll show you all 3. They are lip products. First lip product, we have a matte lip cream. This is the JUDYDOLL matte lip cream in D11. Comes with a sponge applicator, and it's supposed to give you that powdery lip effect. I'm not gonna go in with a lip liner or anything. The color is a little less orangey than I thought it was gonna be. I did already have some left over on the tip. That's why I didn't like crank it up. But if you need a new product, you just twist it and then the product comes out of the sponge. But I used a lot last time, so there was some left over. Sloppy application just because no lip liner and just doing it very quickly. I can barely feel it on my lips, if at all. When I put my lips together, it is creamy. It hasn't dried down to a matte just yet, but you see how it's just like that powdery, airbrushed, almost blurred effect to your lips? Just gives you a nice subtle color. See if it's kiss proof. If you guys can see, there is a sheen left, but not a lot of color. I definitely want to play around with this some more, but just putting that little bit, I love the tint it gave my lips, and again, I can barely feel it. Don't really get the whole mattifying effect. Maybe I had to wait a little bit longer, but we have more products to try, so I'm ready to move along. So these next products I have already fallen in love with, spoiler alert. These are the JUDYDOLL Watery Lip Gloss. I have the shade 11 and 5. We're gonna go in with shade 5 first because I think I'm gonna wear 11 for the rest of the day, so that way I don't have to like retake it off. When you take it out, it has a metal wand and there's a curve to it, almost like it perfectly hugs your lips, and it really does. It does have a smell. Some people might find it a little strong. I don't mind it at all, to be honest. I almost want to eat it. I have a little bit on this side. Again, not going in with like a lip liner or anything. This is just with one application, which I like as well because there is just enough to do all of your lips. I mean, unless you have bigger lips than I do, but it keeps you from using too much and it feels so good on your lips. It really does have a cooling effect. I don't feel like my lips are too thick. It definitely does have like that watery feel. Especially when you're applying it, it does feel very cooling and like watery. I am kind of obsessed with putting it on. Let's do another dip just to see how buildable. And the more you build it up, the stronger the stain color is gonna be. I will say the watery or like lip gloss effect doesn't last very long. I think it turns to a stain pretty quickly. So if you're looking for that long lasting lip gloss, I don't think you'll like this. It's definitely more of your lips look nice and juicy and then it stains and kind of not mattifies, but it doesn't look as juicy. That's kind of why I feel like I got obsessed with applying it as well, because I was looking for this effect constantly. Don't get me wrong, it still has like that slight sheen to it, but you're not gonna get this long lasting like watery effect the whole day or anything. Even after taking off the gloss, I really love the color that it left behind. It looks like I just like exfoliated my lips and put some chapstick on them. The next shade we have is number 11. This is a beautiful nude with like a hint of pink. Oh yeah. It's like a My Lips But Better when I have foundation all over them. I love this shade as well. I was worried about that other shade. I thought it was going to be a little too orangey, but it did turn out to be such a beautiful natural color. I just feel like you can't go wrong with these. The tint that they leave. My lips look so good. I'm building it up just a little bit more so you can see the difference there. So good. Okay, here we are with the final look. I decided to go with that first shade and I just did a little bit of a lip liner. I do want to go over the products again after using them a second time, just some more thoughts and opinions. So something that I 100% recommend, if you couldn't tell already, the lip products. I really want one in every single shade now, but I'm like, do you need that? Probably not. I'm really happy with the shades I picked. It really just looks like my lips, but better, like as if they just got a nice exfoliation or something and they're just looking nice and plump and juicy. Feels very thin on the lips, not overbearing. If you don't like the feeling of anything on your lips, I cannot feel this at all. Another product I would recommend is the contour palette. If you are fair like me, these contour tones are perfect. It's not too gray to where you look dead, but it's not too like orangey brown. I know it is a contour, so it's supposed to be gray and not have that bronzing effect, but you'd be surprised with some contours, they still give you that orangey tone to your skin. I think this is such a beautiful color without overdoing it. I love that it comes with two different tones too, one for your nose and one for the rest of your face. I'm actually surprised how much I love the nose one. It really gives you that shadow effect, and I am now going to be obsessed with contouring my nose again. Still trying to figure out this cream highlight. It does leave a really pretty effect on the skin. Don't see why they call it a cream. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just not educated on that. Just something I have to play around with, but honestly, the contour shades just make up the palette for me. Those two products I 100% recommend. I really enjoyed them. Now for all of the other products, there's nothing wrong with them at all. I think it just comes down to what you're looking for in makeup. The mascara, I definitely feel like I still have to get used to. The application is just weird. Going from a comb to an iron wand, you know, you don't have anything physically brushing through your lashes. It's just a weird feeling. Could be user error, but I did find it a little messier than usual. The blush palette is okay. I kind of wish it was just all powders. The cream is what kind of ruins it for me. Now that just might be a personal issue again, because I don't really gravitate towards cream products. I do have to say I love the packaging though. It's like a hard plastic or acrylic, but it doesn't close like all the way. You have to kind of, so that way you're not like smashing the lid down. The contour palette also does that. The eyeshadow palette, really easy to work with, definitely beginner friendly. If you have any issues with your blending, these were almost like foolproof. Eyeliner, not my thing. Love that it does have a thin brush tip though. If you are into fine detail, I think you'll enjoy it. Took me a while to build up the color though, so if you do super big wings, this is gonna take you forever to do that. But yeah, if you're into precise detail work, I think you'll enjoy it. Worth trying out, honestly. For the matte lip cream, I definitely have to play around with it some more. I like the effect that it gave my lips. It really just gives you a powdery effect on your lips. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't feel too heavy, cakey, or anything like that. So if you're wanting like a mattifying effect, but something really light on your lips, I think you'll really enjoy this. But again, I need to play around with it some more. Honestly, that's the hard thing about trying products only like 1 or 2 times. You know, I need more of a feel of the products. I need to try them with different things in my makeup routine because I am only trying JUDYDOLL right now. But that is it for today. I have been talking for hours and I'm just ready to go relax. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.